Hey, welcome back. Today is April 4th, Sunday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they can potentially affect the overall altcoin markets. This is my third post today, and after that, I'll be telling you about the Ethereum and see what is going on in here, as well as the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today and the price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video as I'll be keeping updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 US. And I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please do also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I am purely sharing my own speculations and opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what has gone on in this market. First, I'm going to run over Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action very quickly since I've already done 2 earlier posts on how they can potentially affect the markets, the altcoin markets, generally speaking. So go take a look in my earlier post today if you guys want to see what I said in more detail. But right now, Bitcoin dominance is down about 1%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up almost 2%. Total altcoin market cap up over 4%. This is the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards. I will usually see total altcoin market cap leading in gains ahead of Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance here is still my focus, okay, on the weekly time frame because we are breaching that in the key support I was talking about, the weekly 200 MA, earlier than expected. Right now, the key level I am looking at would be about the 58-cent level because of possible bullish divergence. Okay, if Bitcoin dominance continues downwards, that's generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Bitcoin price action here, as I have been talking about, there was bearish divergence and it's still playing out in my opinion here. I am looking for a higher high on the price action chart and the RSI as a safer confirmation that this bearish divergence is done playing out. So RSI reading to beat from the last high here is over 75 here on this top here, on this little top. Some bearish signals still are there on the monthly time frame, not something I'll lose track of, including bearish divergence as well as being in overbought territory. Not saying that it could immediately go down, but it's just a sign of caution because do take a look into what happened the last few waves when Bitcoin was in overbought territory. We do have a red candle here, so it could potentially be playing out, but we're still very early into the month. Okay, so I wouldn't give this too much weight right now. Not something I'll lose track of, however, because if Bitcoin pulls back at any time, it could still have a bearish effect on the altcoins, as we have seen yesterday and probably over and over again. That bearish effect will be greater on the altcoins if Bitcoin dominance is trending higher. Let's go over to Ethereum, see what has gone on in here. I'm going to take a look from the monthly time frame down to the daily and see if we have any overbought RSI readings or possible bearish divergence scenarios in these what I consider to be macro timeframes. Monthly time frame here, we're currently about an RSI reading of just a little bit shy of 90. So in overbought territory here, and there is still bearish divergence that has been running for quite some time already, has yet to play out. Okay, it has been running since about January close already. Comparing this high with this high, however, it has been lower highs on the RSI. I will not lose track of that. Weekly time frame, we have been having we had bearish divergence here. Okay, this high comparing to this lower high, however, lower highs on the RSI. did yield a very strong bearish candle before rebounding. Okay, right now there is still bearish divergence. Okay, comparing this high with this high. However, lower highs on the RSI as well. If the price action was to signal that this bearish divergence is done playing out, I am looking for a higher high on the price action chart along with a higher high on the RSI. Okay. Otherwise, my conservative estimate would still be that the price action could come down to the next closest moving average on this time frame. In this case, would be the weekly 21 MA. If there are not enough buyers to continue pushing this price higher, or at least consolidate, and not let the price action drop all the way down to this moving average. Okay, but that is still a possibility. Okay. Now, so let's see if there are enough buyers to actually hold up this price action and continue upwards without coming down to this moving average on this time frame here. 3-day time frame here, we did have bearish divergence comparing this high with this high, and price action did come down to my conservative estimate on this time frame here, which would be the 3-day 21 MA. Actually breached it before rebounding upwards. Okay. Right now, there is still bearish divergence right now, okay, comparing this high with this high. However, equal or lower highs on the RSI, that's still classic bearish divergence. Now, a safer signal here that I would be looking for to convince me that this bearish divergence is done playing out would be a higher high on the RSI, along with a higher high on the price action chart. Daily time frame. There was bearish divergence comparing this high right here with this one. Yielded a red candle. I don't see a signal that it's done playing out yet, because I will still be looking for a higher high on the price action chart, along with the higher high on the RSI chart. Okay. Let's take a look into what I could be dealing with here. So I do see a ascending triangle pattern that the price action has broken out of. Ascending triangle patterns are generally bullish patterns. According to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternSite.com, it is a 63% chance of it breaking to the upside. Price action broke to the upside. Looks like it has retested, almost retested that resistance it has broken out of, right? The top trend line here, even though I do think top trend line would be more at about the $2,000 level as a psychological resistance as well. Okay. But at this level, I can actually use it to connect quite a bit of candles. But I would still say psychological resistance out of this pattern was 2,000. Now, measure target here, I would say 2,000 just to be even. Minus the bottom of the pattern here is about 1,300, so difference of about 700. Adding it back on top of 2,000 approximately, which would give me about 2,700 measured targets. Now, measured targets are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Let's take a look into some key resistances and supports relevant to this price action right now. Key resistance, I don't see any other trading history prior to this that's above where we are at right now, so I can only guess from psychological resistance. Okay, so whole numbers where traders are likely to take profits and sell pressure might come in. So possibly 2,200, 2,400, 2,600. Okay, so increments of 10%. Those would be my best guesses. Okay. So those could be psychological resistances and resistances relevant to this price action right now. Key support immediately would be about the $2,000 psychological support. Okay, that was also my my opinion on where the top trend line should have been, even though it's slightly lower. Okay, 2,000, and then daily 21, 50, and the 3-day 21 are all very close to each other, about 1,700 to about 1,800 there. Okay, So that's where the next levels of key support under 2,000 would be. If those do not hold, I'll possibly be looking about the 1,600 fib level area. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios. Bullish case scenario, price action can hold above this psychological support of $2,000 and continue towards its measured targets, mining some of those possible psychological resistances I have mentioned. Those are my best guesses for resistance based on psychological resistance. That's the bullish case scenarios. Hold this $2,000 level, hold above this $2,000 level, go towards its measured target, mining some psychological resistances along the way. Bearish case scenario, price action breaks back into this pattern. Next levels of support I'll be looking at will be the daily 21, 50, and the 3-day 21 MA. I will also mind some of those bearish divergence scenarios I have pointed out on the higher time frames there, okay, as those could still be playing out as well, and even on the daily time frame as what I mentioned earlier. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully. And if you'd like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.